everyone. Welcome to the Next Gen Nation podcast. I am your host, Dominique.
I'm your other host, Joe.
And I'm Timothy.
And
Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. I will slap you.
I know, you're the third. You're the third guy. Anyways, Dominique is back this week, guys.
yes, I have returned, but only for a brief moment. No,
Only for a brief.
have to go.
Then he has to go back to hell.
I have to go back to death.
Anyways,
But I actually did something different than Monster Hunter this week, you guys.
changing it up.
Yeah, since we were getting ready for our topics and everything, I was looking at older stuff and why Sonic should not be remade or rebooted or anything. Just
What do you
die.
mean, Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom, the only Sonic game to somehow be worse than
06.
That's saying a lot.
Do you never really played Sonic games, or have you? Are
I
you a
played
big
the
Sonic
original
fan?
Sonic games.
So like 1 through
Okay.
3 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Played them.
Which do you have like a favorite?
Not really.
Okay. See,
I just like them in general.
I like 3 a lot.
I'm really invested. I like Sonic a lot. I used to love Sonic as a kid. My favorite's still CD, which a lot of
CD
people,
was good.
a lot of people say it's
I,
the best one. Like, I don't mean to say that, like, because 2 and 3 are considered really good.
Oh, no, yeah.
A lot of people say CD's like the best one. I probably agree.
No, yeah. I don't think 3 is the best one. I just like it a lot.
No, I get you.
But,
Yeah, everyone has their favorite.
Yeah, I just remember when I was younger, I didn't really have a strong PC for, like, real gaming, but
Right.
Sonic
Oh,
worked,
yeah.
so
No, Sonic
I got
ran
this
on a
really
freaking
big
toaster.
bundle that had, like, Sonic CD,
That's
1
what I
through 3,
did.
Sonic Racing. It just had
That's what I did.
everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was like my first real intro. Like, it was like Pokemon and then like Sonic on my computer. Were like my video games.
Sonic
for, like,
was my
ever.
first one.
Sonic even went over to Cambodia.
Oh?
I was in Cambodia, and they were playing like a Cambodian version of Sonic.
Really?
Wait, what is that?
How's that work?
It's exactly the same. I mean, like
There's just like the things that
there's
they
not a
couldn't
lot of
change.
dialogue, so like
Right.
it's
Wait,
just
you
just
like
play.
when Knuckles punches him and takes all the Chaos Emeralds? There wasn't like some. That's it.
But yeah, like we were just sitting. Like I was in Cambodia. And I was like really young at the time. Like I've gone to Cambodia like twice, and like with all my cousins, we were just sitting in like a little circle, passing it around, playing Sonic. And it was fun. It was a good time.
What were you playing it on?
It was a Game Boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, were you playing Game Boy, like a Game Boy Advance?
I think it was probably a Game Boy Advance.
Oh, so you're probably playing Sonic Advance.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are
Another
good
pretty
games.
good one.
Yeah.
Sonic did good on handhelds, actually. It was all right back then. It was okay.
So anyway, Sonic should not be
No,
brought
but,
into the 3D realm. Yeah, we're just.
I saw Sonic Boom, and it was really good. The TV show?
The TV show's really
It's
good.
really good.
The TV show's actually really funny.
Yeah, I loved it. Like,
That's how you could tell they did not have the same writing teams or
no, not
anything.
by far. It was
Sonic's favorite food is chili dogs.
it's completely different, but I...
What are you doing?
I was like, might as well just watch it. Just do one. And like 7 episodes
No,
later...
it's really
I'm
good.
like, oh
That's
my
why it's
God.
funny. Like, you'd think the leading thing on the Sonic Boom like reboot would be
The game. Yeah.
because he's a video game character. It's like, nope, clearly
No,
they
it's
put
like-
more time in the TV show, and I'm glad that something out of this
They had so
was
much
good.
faith in the TV show. Like, you can tell. They were like, you know what? We're onto something.
We hired
Let's-
actual writers
Let's
for
take
this.
all our good writers and let's just move him here. And let's make him fast. Because, you know, that's kind of what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he's not really fast
Sonic
in the
Boom,
games.
I think
Kind of jogs a lot.
no, he
a lot
used
of
to,
jogging.
He used to be fast. I mean, Sonic Generations was good.
No, I'm saying like in Boom, the game.
Oh no, Boom.
He
was
just
not-
jogs
no,
everywhere. It's
I think I saw like some slow motion stuff going on and like hand to hand
No,
combat. and
that's
stuff.
that's
Like,
the
what?
no, that's the game. That's actually the game.
Yeah, it was.
He kicks a lot. He doesn't punch.
Yeah,
He's like Sonya
it's okay.
or Sarah Bryant or whatever.
Well, all his
All
strength is
kicking.
clearly in his legs, considering how fast he runs.
Considering how bulky his.
And then compared to Knuckles,
Yeah.
who's
Like-
did definitely skipped leg day,
Yeah.
which makes no sense because he like.
Oh, and
I think Knuckles is just the perfect being of all of them because he can keep up with them, but he also has the upper body, so he's doing it
it's
right.
definitely confirmed that Knuckles is not a smart man.
Not as smart a kid now.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I watched that this week and I was like, this is pretty awesome. I might actually keep up with that.
I think the only thing I really watched is I went all the way through Bento.
Okay.
Again?
You guys have
No,
been
just
talking
I never
about
watched it.
Oh, okay.
I'd never watched it. So I was like, well, okay, I've seen 1 or 2 episodes of this, and I just went through all 12, and I was like, yep, it's about as dumb as I thought it was. It's just the synopsis of Bento is like, boxed lunches at like supermarkets go on sale in the evening for half off, and then all these people fight over them. And it's
You were
like,
telling me that.
It's
I
dumb.
still haven't gone to it.
It's
dumb.
I'm really scared to go to something you guys recommend.
Hannibal watched it
Because one
all.
of you guys recommended, was it High School DxD?
I was joking about that actually.
Were you? Timothy?
No, you weren't. You're
I watch it for the nonsense.
pushing that super hard.
I watch it for the nonsense. But yeah, like with Bento, I went into it not really expecting much, and then like I got a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was actually, you go in with really low expectations, and it meets those, and then slightly exceeds them, and that's all that matters.
Speaking of low expectations, have either of you gone back to the Magical Dudes?
Oh yeah, we need to do that.
We do.
I
We
haven't
need
need
to
gone
watch
back
all
yet.
of them.
Nope.
Nope, that's your
just
answer.
wondering how
Cute
it's
High
done.
Earth Defense Club Love.
That's
Love?
wow.
The only reason I remembered the title was because there was a piece of paper
Oh, yeah,
with it
because
written
they
down
wrote- yeah,
inside my camera bag,
Yeah,
and I threw it
that's
away
right.
just now.
Oh my gosh, just so we actually remember the dumb title.
Yeah.
Have you been watching or playing anything?
I haven't really been watching a lot of stuff lately. I did finish the first Uncharted,
Oh yeah, he's
and then I went
nice.
into the second one. I could already tell the second one's better.
It's a little bit better.
How was that? How was that intro? How was that?
It was interesting. I'm about like 20% in.
Oh,
The
so
second
you're a pretty good chunk in. Yeah, you can probably see like right away.
Yeah.
So, who do you like better so far, Chloe or Lane?
Chloe.
I mean, Chloe does do more cool stuff. I don't know yet.
Are we like still gonna somehow shove a best girl argument into the
I mean, you threw it in out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's
Joe.
true. It's true.
Yeah, I'm still deciding.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I'm glad you like it. I think I actually thought he'd have trouble, not because you're bad, because everyone seems to have trouble with the last level of 1.
It's so.
And he's like, no, I got it. It's like,
The boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't really have too much trouble with it.
See, that's
really,
what-
because like
what difficulty did you play it
I
on?
was playing it on normal.
Okay, well I
Yeah.
guess that's okay.
But like, I clearly
Don't go
got
past
his
level one.
regular like his pattern was really
Yeah.
obvious since the beginning.
No, yeah.
Well, it's just like getting to him. Mostly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's not fun on higher difficulties.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
I can tell like from normal it's still pretty hard.
Yeah, no, that was like the one thing I did like about 1 is I felt like it was, except for the guys they were too bullet spongy a little bit.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I thought it was the most balanced game. Whereas like 2 and 3 are more experiences. Like you it's easier a little
it
bit.
is. But
Three
it's
three
also
has some
much
tough
better.
bits. 3 like
3 does.
like like remember
That thing.
like with
the
the
thing.
desert with the pillars.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
like with
say
the guy
that.
with the chain, and like it's just Drake against like 20 dudes,
It's
and you're just like,
disgusting. I was because
I can still hear.
by the time I got to the third one, I was like, oh yeah.
like, oh, I got this.
I'm
And you
bet
get
I
there,
got
and
this.
it's just like,
We can start. What's the hardest one they're gonna give me to start off with?
and it's
Let's
just,
go.
and it's just you cowering behind
And I was in
slowly
there, and I was
degrading
like,
pillars, and you're like, I'm probably gonna die
I have
here.
no bombs.
I got no
I
grenades.
missed that last shot. I gotta steal someone's gun.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for you to get to that part. That's only in 3. Like you punch a guy and grab the gun.
yeah.
Like apart from like that stuff, I did want to talk about this game, Upsilon Circuit.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
from PAX.
Yeah, this was from PAX, and like people know about permadeath, but Upsilon Circuit is permadeath.
So for those who don't know permadeath already, it's when your character dies in a game, they usually just
You
they're
lose their save.
You lose
can't
the
use that
character, so
character.
you can just go ahead and just make another character. This one, if you die, you can never play the game ever again. So like the whole thing about this game is like it's
More of
It's-
an event, is from what I.
It's an event, and it's like kind of a social experiment. The guys that made it, like they were even mentioning this. It's like a social. They want to see how people react in this kind of situation, because like with regular permadeath games, like you die, you just make another character. This one you
Right.
can never play again, and so like it's a little bit more desperation when playing the game. And like another thing is like only 8 people play at a time. There's one server, and like 8 people in the entire world get to play the game.
This is the one thing that I'm like, because one server, it's like, that's pretty like I get that the whole point is like it's a spectator based thing. Like
Yeah.
it's more of a game show.
It's like
than a game.
yeah, it's like a Hunger Games.
It's like
Is that what it's gonna be?
it's
Well,
four.
yeah.
It's like 2 teams of 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like you can like
Okay.
switch between the teams from what I saw, like and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's like more interactive. Like explain the leveling system. Do you know? Did you read about that?
Yeah,
You
it's
told me about that.
so there's a spectator mode, and whenever a player kills an enemy, the spectators are the ones that get the XP, and they can spend the points on like the skills of like whoever they want, however they want to spend it. So it's like they're kind of like the dungeon masters of the game, and so
Such a weird concept.
yeah,
I'm just worried that it's not gonna like take off. Like if this took off, this would be like in top 20 of Twitch for like ever.
yeah. What I think would be cool if it becomes like an actual like game show or something.
Well, it's like that'd be super
It'll
cool.
be on-
I'm just worried.
It has the potential to be great on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did describe it like kind of like Twitch plays Pokemon. If you remember that.
Not really. I was a part of that, but I mean, Twitch plays Pokemon. You're actually playing the game. With this, you're just like giving them, the tools necessary to keep going.
It'd be interesting
Right.
to see if it like builds a community.
Yeah.
Like, cause that would be the thing. Like, I'm just worried that like then it falls off immediately once you're like, oh, I've played my game and I lost. At some point you will lose if you end up playing. So I don't know.
Yeah, like it's an interesting concept. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes after it's done with development.
Yeah. Anyways, we saw like a few things at PAX, but like a lot of like a few like we talked about a lot of that last week when we talked about like Hearthstone and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think we could probably move on to the main topic of the show.
Yeah. So on today's episode, we're going to be discussing. Well, first we'll just start with games that we think need a bigger budget or should have a bigger budget,
Or need a reboot, or need a remaster, because I think. Or did you
They
have
don't all
one
fall
for
in the same category? Because I have different ones for.
Oh, did you? Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
there you
different for like. What I did with games that I wish had a bigger budget, I looked more towards the indie scene.
go. Okay, yeah. This is something.
So I
to
found
talk
stuff
about.
like Limbo. I really enjoyed Limbo, and I'd
Limbo's
love to
interesting.
see.
I don't know if Limbo
Limbo-
needs a bigger budget.
I don't think they need a bigger budget, but I'd like to imagine what if it was like a 3D world and it was more immersive,
I don't know.
I feel like some of those.
I don't want to
like,
shoot you
because-
down.
No,
I get where
yeah.
you're coming
Yeah,
from.
the thing about like Limbo is like it uses a lot of like the a lot of the features rely on it being like a 2D game, like the puzzles that you need to solve and everything to get around.
My main worry would be like the like this, because it's a side scroller, it has more of a linear story to it. Like the pacing of that story is
Right.
told really well because of how brief it is.
Yeah,
I'd be worried if you stretch that out.
I wouldn't think like. Of course, the story would have to be redone.
Oh
and
no,
to
I'm not
fit, like
saying
the
it
pacing
wouldn't
and
be the same
everything.
story.
I would figure, but I just figure like
You like this?
I know what you're talking about. I just like the aesthetic part of it
Okay.
and like how it could potentially look as a 3D game where you're still like this little guy. Good Lord.
You good? It's okay.
Audience members, man. We got a live audience.
We do have fans now, so we have fan.
I really
Man.
like that. I'm so sorry.
But yeah,
Anyway.
just like on an aesthetic level, I want to see that. But then another one was oh no, I'm losing the name.
Oh no.
It's the
Describe it.
it's the thief one where you're like, oh
Oh
no,
jeez.
I had it.
Did you have anyone that you
Skip.
wanted to?
Come back.
For bigger budget, not really. I do have one for reboots.
I don't know what I want for a bigger budget. I think some of the games that like really need it more than like indie titles. Indie titles can work without a budget if they're done right. Because
Yeah.
you'll go like the retro aesthetic or whatever. You have like the 2D platform or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm worried more about like games that like have that middling budget that like just can't get over the hump, and then they get like, because that's happening now more days where you have like a AAA and then you have indies and you have nothing
Right.
in between because nobody has the money and no one wants to support them. That's a good question. I mean, we like. I don't know what else.
Mark of the Ninja.
Yes.
Yes.
I would play that. That's a good one. I would actually play that.
That I want to have a bigger budget.
So much dead air.
Maybe if the Order 1886 had a bigger budget, they could get more people.
No,
and
they
it could
just
be a better game.
Oh, jeez. They do need more people though.
Yeah.
It was like 80 people that made that or something.
Yeah.
That's why.
Really?
That's why it's 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
they
it looks
have-
like that, but when you have only 80 people.
If they had like a hefty 150.
If you had like 300, like every freaking Assassin's Creed game. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
Which games need a smaller budget?
Oh shit!
COD.
No, I think COD is really
What would
good
that?
for what
I want 2D arena COD. Get really
Top-down
get in
shooter
there.
COD.
Top-down shooter COD. Yeah.
That would be pretty
Ooh,
fun.
Hotline Miami
Yeah.
with a big budget.
Hotline Miami would be.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Like, cause you could do like a Miami Vice style. Cause like they already have it. Like I really like what they do with the game right now.
Yeah.
But like with a big budget. Oh yeah, that'd be a cool game.
I played like 10 minutes of that
Hotline
game.
Miami 3 on PS4 and Xbox One, coming to PC. Like, oh, that'd be crazy.
PC ports.
Well, because you could like, I'm not saying they'd have to do this, but you could do like Max Payne style kind of,
Yeah.
or you could take it where it's like challenge rooms, like because you already have that with the game, but it's like there's a lot of breathing room.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And like this, they totally have like a story down, and like they have the aesthetic down. They have the music down. All they need is a bigger budget to add more animations and stuff.
Yeah.
I love Hotline Miami 1 too.
Oh, no, I think it's
Don't get me
great how
wrong.
it is. Like, that was the whole appeal to it was just like, it looks like this and it's kind of cool.
It looks like this, and
It's kind of cool that it looks like this. And then you play it and it's like, wow, this is actually really tough.
it's a really tough game.
Have you guys
I
ever
threw
played?
my gun one time and I was so embarrassed. Like, I panicked. It was my first
So,
time.
and I
And I was like,
need
wait,
that.
that's the throw button.
I need that.
Have you guys ever played Stick Arena?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played that.
It was an interesting game. It just came to mind. Like I was thinking of like Hotline Miami, and it's like top down. So I was just thinking of Stick Arena, and like I played a lot of Stick Arena, and then people got like these weird like text to it.
We're talking about
Good
all
work,
this
Timothy.
stuff. I'm trying
So
to
anyways.
imagine, what would Castle Crashers be like if it was like
If it had a bigger budget, it doesn't
had
really,
a bigger
it
budget?
doesn't really need one, does
No,
it?
it's so amazing. But could you imagine like
What would that
you know
look
how
like?
these games that come out like, you know, Ratchet and Clank All for One and like the old Shrek games where it's like it has like a
The Shrek
a
game. That's
Diablo
your point
look
of
to it.
reference? Is
like
Shrek?
the kind of game that it is, like that's what it would
You
turn
want-
into.
Just more of a
But it'd
Diablo
be
style game.
Yeah, but it'd be Castle
yeah,
Crashers.
it'd just be
like,
well, like aesthetics and like comedy and stuff in
Yeah.
there still. I get what
would
you're
it
saying.
still work if it were in that style?
Well, no, you have like Torchlight. There's that. That's kind of what you're going for, kind of, but not really.
There's Torchlight, but no.
It's a little too generic. I get what you're saying.
Torchlight for me is
You want like the cell
is
shade. You
more
want
about
the art
mods.
style.
Yeah, I still want it to feel like Castle Crashers, but would it work in that?
I don't
kind
think
of
it would. I don't think the
style?
joke could run that long.
Me too.
That's the problem.
It'd be an
That's why we have to
interesting
think
thought,
about it. That's why someone's got to think about this,
Yeah.
I guess. Did you have something to say, Timothy?
No,
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess
because
we,
I haven't played those games.
oh.
No, I haven't played Castle Crashers.
What? We'll play Castle Crashers. I have it on my PS.
though.
Okay.
That's like that's
Um,
party games.
yeah, it's Party Game Central. We'll play it one day.
Okay.
Like with like Arnold and your brother.
And then
stuff.
you wanted me to play this other game, the frog thing.
Frog Fractions.
I don't know that one.
Oh, jeez. We're gonna play this.
What is frog fractions?
You can't even look it up.
Okay, I won't.
Don't look it up.
Okay.
We'll play
I
it
won't.
together one day. We'll probably film it. Okay. What was I gonna say? I guess we can move on to reboots then. Just so
Yeah.
like we can
Because
get
there's
that.
not too much I feel needs a bigger budget.
Yeah,
But-
I think it just depends. I think like middling budgets where I have a problem. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we need more. We need slightly more money. We don't need less. We just need slightly more to like make a bigger product. In terms of like what I want from like a reboot or a remaster, I guess. Well, you have some reboot ideas.
I
so
do.
Let's talk about
Actually,
those.
because I was thinking about it already, and then I came in and shared it, and Joe was like right on board. He was like, "Oh, you're just a BioWare. You want BioWare to reboot everything?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I want."
Like, what you got?
Because I mean, since I was looking through stuff,
They're kind of a
I
package deal.
I got back into the Old Republic, the MMO, and I was like, man, it'd be really nice if KOTOR's, the Knights of the Old Republic's got like reboots.
Yeah, you were
Those are
saying
fantastic
that,
games.
You're saying that in Jade
And then,
Empire.
yeah, if you guys don't remember Jade Empire,
It's basically KOTOR with Kung
that
Fu.
was like that was the Xbox BioWare game for like what, Dragon Age? That was before Dragon Age.
That was for Dragon Age.
Yeah, that was like
Jade
their
Empire was
Dragon
like-
Age in like China.
Yeah, it was like you could learn all these different fighting styles, and like they had like all these over the top moves. And
Yeah.
did you have a party or was it just you?
Just you.
It was just you, and that's what like kind of made it interesting. You still talked to a lot of
Uh-huh.
people, and I think it still had the wheel.
What was it
Yeah.
called again?
Jade Empire.
Jade Empire.
Jade.
It
It
was,
sounds
it
familiar.
was on the Xbox. It did really.
Did it ever
Wow.
come out for PC?
It's on Steam. Yeah.
Oh, well,
It's
there
on
you go.
Steam.
You can press
Huh.
pick it up.
Yeah.
But like that and KOTOR, like for their time, they were like really influential, and I think they still are today. Like people still use the conversation wheel and stuff like that, and you know.
Definitely. Like that's BioWare's thing.
But I mean,
it was there for Jade Empire. The whole romance scene and everything that was like.
I would totally love a Jade Empire reboot because you could do so much with that on like PS4 and Xbox One.
It was so
and PC.
fun too, like just for an Xbox. That was like I didn't have an Xbox, but there were always some games I was like, wow, I kind of want an Xbox, and that was one of them. And then another one was you remember the Dreamcast had Jet Set Radio?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Xbox had Jet Set Radio Future.
Like the one thing I really do like Jet Set Radio as a game. Mm-hmm. I would like to see if they do make a new one. I would like to see a cleaned up control scheme because I still think it's a little shaky nowadays. Going back to it nowadays, I'm like, it's just old. It's just a little old.
But that's it.
Yeah, like you could fix that nowadays. I think,
but
like a post Tony Hawk 25 world, where like whatever we're on.
But I love the concept, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, no, it's still really good.
And
like you go around the city and like tag things and stuff like that.
Right.
And you're just like on your rollerblades.
Good tagging.
And,
okay.
Yeah, and it like had like a really cool cell shaded aesthetic too.
Yeah.
Oh,
cell shaded. Music was awesome. It was like just DJ.
It's just like it wasn't like it was like hip hop. Was it hip hop or was it electronic? I can't remember. It was like a weird combo. It was a combo. Had a lot of stuff going.
Yeah.
What else is? I think so. That's like your. Oh, did you have one?
No, you.
What was I talking
You're
about?
talking about Witcher.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Witcher.
Yeah.
Witcher doesn't need a reboot because obviously we're still getting Witcher 3 coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever it's done, according to Project Red.
I'm not impatient for Witcher at all.
Oh no, I want it to be done.
I know they're gonna do it
but
right.
I want it done super well, and I want it complete. I want a complete game, and I'm totally fine waiting. But that doesn't mean I don't want 1 and 2 for Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
Because the only other console release we've had is Witcher 2 for the 360. We didn't even get 1. So I think it'd be really good to have like an HD collection. Xbox One and PS4 could run them. I think they're they're both way closer to like PC hardware, like especially PS3 to PS4, like became way closer to a PC.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see them port it so that we actually have a complete set of Witcher games.
Right.
And that way you're not just jumping into 3, especially if you're like a PlayStation guy. You can't play.
You can't even play 2.
You can't even play 2.
Uh-huh.
Like at least if you're on Xbox, you can at least play 2. But yeah, it'd be nice to see that. Like they wouldn't have to worry about frame rates. They could still have like a really nice textures. That's the remaster I want. We don't need all these other games that like all they're doing is up-resing or like increasing frame rate. Like definitive edition for DFC.
No, even Final Fantasy X and X2 just had their HD for PS3 and Vita.
Yeah.
But now they're getting one for PS4.
Like
another HD.
That's where it gets a little silly.
Yeah.
Where it's like it actually does look better. It looks a little weird. It looks a little glossy. Yeah. But like it looks better.
Yeah, but it's like.
But why are you still releasing? No, I get that. But like, I'd like a package. I like it when they give me a package of games.
Yeah.
Where like, hey, we fixed these, or at least made them run well on your console. Like that's what I want. I don't always care about. I want value. I don't really care about having it.
It doesn't have to look HD.
It doesn't always have to look amazing. Yeah. It doesn't have to look like it looks you can like compare it to a current console.
Clank was just fine the way it looked.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they did their HD collection for PS3, and I was like, this is enough. I just want the games.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Ratchet and Clank HDs. Yeah. I got it mostly for my brother to try it out.
Yeah.
Because he never played the Ratchet and Clank game, so I wanted
to.
Did
he ever actually finish them?
No.
He doesn't seem like a Ratchet and Clank person.
He's about like halfway through the first one.
Yeah, he's not gonna finish. He's not gonna finish.
Yeah.
Did you have any like remasters or remakes you want to talk about?
I would like a new Pokemon Stadium game to come out, because the last actual Pokemon Stadium game was on N64, and then they came out with like Battle Revolutions on the Wii, which just wasn't very good.
Has there not been anything even close to Stadium?
No. Like, I think it would be really nice to see like the HD 3D graphics of like a Pokemon battle.
Everyone wants that.
Yeah, like we have it on 3DS with like, but like.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Well, the thing is, like 3DS, you got like the 3D and everything, and it's nice and all, but it would just look way better on like a Wii U, and it would be great for like stuff like tournaments or something, like for, like the competitive scene.
That would be cool.
That's the whole reason they came up with the original Stadium.
Stadium
games.
is so you can actually present it.
Yeah.
You just transfer your game.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
the only problem I have with that is like besides the competitive scene, there's not as much of a need for like that kind of thing anymore. Like part of it was like it would have sold well in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like the original one sold well. And in US we needed that for like the tournament scene and all that stuff. But nowadays it's easier to like just play on 3DS and like it's all wireless and use the internet. Like it does like all
but
these
another
things.
thing that I think about when I think
I
I'm
want to
trying
see
do a
this
stadium,
by
it'd be
the
really nice. But it's like at this point in Pokemon, like the franchise, you have like EV training and these natures and all that stuff. How are you gonna still
could
get
transfer
that
that
to
over.
work?
Yeah, the one of the things about the
that means
Stadium
that-
games was you could transfer your
you just
Pokemon
transfer
from
your data.
the cartridges onto.
But for people who don't want to do that, like how would you even begin to implement that on the
It's
Wii
just
U?
like a market thing. That
Yeah.
like that's all like people at Nintendo and Game Freak have already had this conversation. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
like,
It'd be really nice.
what's nice is like, say you have some friends over and you guys feel like doing like a Pokemon battle and you don't exactly want to like, someone forgot their 3DS or like they didn't feel like bringing their 3DS with them and they're like over at your house and you want to have like a Pokemon battle or something. And then you also have like all the mini games that were like a big appeal.
mini games are
yeah, the mini games were a
I
lot
agree
of fun
with
in
that.
the original Stadium games, and you didn't get that with like Revolutions or like what was the other one? Coliseum.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
That's what it
I
was.
trying to
I was like,
remember,
there was
yeah.
another one on the game.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So like you could bring in like the whole mini game thing, and then like another thing with the Stadium games was they had like the whole roster of all the Pokemon that you could just take them from there and you could just have a casual Pokemon battle with someone.
Yeah, I never did that.
I did that a lot.
I played the mini games.
I did that, and I
That's
still
why we need
do
a-
every now and then.
Yeah, no, I still think the idea of having a Stadium game on Wii U is really nice, and you use it the same way. It's
I
just
mean, just think of what Smash looks like right now.
Oh, no,
Pokemon
it
on
would look
Smash,
great.
and it'd be like just all of that.
it's just no. I guess a man can dream now.
Yeah.
A man can dream. I think that's about it.
I know, huh? What else is there? There has to be more that needs to be remade.
I mean, in terms of like stuff we thought of, I mean, we can always come back to this. Like a lot of this stuff, like I was looking it up, and
It's already been done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already been done, or it's being done now. Like it's actually coming out, which is nice to hear.
It
Like
is.
I was worried about Rainbow Six. I was like, I think Onimusha still needs to be brought back, but like there's like Rainbow Six is getting Siege and stuff like that. Like I'm a big shooter guy, so like I like
Right.
shooters.
Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
I remember what we were talking about.
Uh-oh.
We're all just hoping and praying that a Half-Life 3 comes out.
That's a sequel.
But
that's
until
not a
then,
remake. It's-
could we at least get 1 and 2 remade? Like,
I guess that'd be fine.
That would be
like
pretty
in Source
cool.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine, especially now that that's been announced. Yeah, that'd be
Half-Life 3 is
interesting.
going to come out when Source 3 comes out. They were just waiting for Source 3.
Oh my gosh, Source 3, then the logo shifts and it flips over and something Half-Life 3. There you go. That's how they get you. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
never.
Half-Life
We're
would
never
also
getting
be
that
pretty
game.
cool to get.
We're never getting that game.
No
And I explained to you my
Yeah.
dream of Half-Life 3.
Our dream.
Of
Half-Life
Shell
Portal.
and Gordon are like buddy cops, and like Shell shoots a portal, and then Gordon gravitates like a blade through the portals and like chops the dudes. Like that's how it would work. We're never getting that.
It would work. It could work.
Well,
That
it would
be-
work.
That would be an interesting.
We're never
co-op.
getting it. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sad days.
Well, I think that's about it for this episode then, huh?
Yeah.
All right. If you guys want to check us out on places like our website.
If you want to see more of our stuff, go to our website at next-gennation.com and subscribe to us here on YouTube as well, because we need subscribers and fans and all those
we're
stuff.
partners now, aren't we?
Thank you
We're
for
like-
saving that,
yeah.
Timothy.
We are YouTube partners. I
We're-
still don't know how that happened.
We're
We don't have a
officially
lot of
partners
fans.
somehow.
We're nailing it.
But
They saw us.
Thanks.
They saw the logo and they're like, that looks really official.
yeah.
Yep.
Just give them partner. They're partnered.
Oh, I forgot to mention Facebook. Like us on Facebook too.
we have Facebook.
Yeah, facebook.com/nextgennationgroup. No hyphen in that one.
We're working on it, guys. We're working on consistency.
And
yeah,
yeah, with that, we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
See ya.